because alhamdulillah, we don't have any attitude of clickbaiting. Whatever we say is inshallah what we present. I give you another classic example. And by the way, even though I made one announcement that I will present to you that how Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Qadiani used to change things and hide things, but because I just felt when I collected all the information, it's a topic on its own. So inshallah, we will make this as a separate topic, that how Mirza Ghulam Ahmad Qadiani Sahib unfortunately used to hide information and used to change the wordings of ahadith and of writings of the Muslim scholars just to prove his point. So inshallah, we'll make that a separate point. But for now, let me give you another example from the Murabbi. You know, common Ahmadis, I said to you that your conscience will say that, wow, this is called hiding information and deceiving people. So let me put on the screen and let's inshallah see.
प्यारे दोस्तों, जब ये साबित कर दिया जाता है कि ईसा अलैहिस्सलाम वफात पा चुके हैं और इस दुनिया में बनफ्से नफीस वापस नहीं आ,
It says that, oh dear friends, when we Ahmadis prove that Isa alayhi salam has passed away and cannot come himself back in this world,
सकते तो यही राह बाकी रहती है कि मसीह इब्ने मरियम के आखिरी जमाने में आने से मुराद मसीही रोल की आमद मुरादी।
he said that then after that the only possible way is that from the coming of Messiah mean that somebody performing that messianic role.
हालांकि यही अकीदा अहमदियों का भी है।
He said that, now please pay attention, he said same is the belief of Ahmadis. What? That Isa alayhi salam has passed away. He said same is the belief of quote unquote non-Ahmadis. The Isa alayhi salam has passed away, so he cannot come. So from this second coming, it is meant somebody else to come. Clear? Now listen.
लेकिन इस दौर के उलमा उन पर कुफर का फतवा लगाते हैं और कहते हैं कि अहमदियों ने,
he said that even same is the belief of quote unquote non-Ahmadis, but he said that but still their scholars, they are putting the fatwa of kufr, okay, that whoever says that, you know, somebody else will come, he's a kafir. I just want to show you something now, Murabbi. Now please, common Ahmadis, I beg to you, please pay attention, because look why I use the word beg, because la ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, we have love and compassion for you as human beings. As we want for ourselves goodness, inshallah, we want the same for you as well. So if anybody wants to, you know, twist this word back, no problem. I will keep using this word, because for me, what matters is the well-being of other human beings. That's all what matters to me. Look at this one now. Murabbi is trying to make a case. What is the case? He's saying that same is the belief of non-Ahmadis. The Isa alayhi salam has passed away and somebody else will come in his place. And now Murabbi wants to prove his point. That's the key point now.
नया अकीदा बना लिया है, लेकिन जब हम तारीख इस्लाम का मुतालिया करें तो मालूम होता है ये अकीदा तो उम्मत मुस्लिमा में हमेशा से एक ग्रोह।
He said that when we read the history of Islam, we come to the realization that this belief, what belief? The Isa has passed away and somebody else will come in his place. He said this particular belief had always been the belief of one group in the Ummah. Not just Ummah. He said of the respected elders of the Ummah. And now, why can you make it a bit bigger just to let people see the name of the book? Okay, so he is now going to give you the evidence. Evidence for what? Please pay attention. Evidence for what? The evidence to prove that the ulama or the scholars of Muslim Ummah in the history, they already had this same belief. And in order to prove his point, he brought up a book called Kharidatul Ajaib wa Faridatul Gharaib, and which is the compilation of somebody with the name Din Abu Hafz, right? Now listen.
अपनी किताब खरीदतुल अजाइब और फरीदतुल गराइब में अल्लामा सिराजुद्दीन अबी हफ्स अल-वरदी,
and this is the page he is presenting from that book. I beg to all the common Ahmadis, take a screenshot of this page, right? And he is going to read the last, he is going to read 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's going to read third line from the last passage. But before that, there is something at the bottom. There is something at the bottom of the page. And what is that? This is the translation done by the Murabbi himself or their Jamaat, and this is written at the bottom. Let's read the translation first and then we see what Murabbi will say. एक ग्रोह का कहना है, one group says कि नज़ूल ईसा से मुराद ऐसे आदमी का जाहिर होना है जो शर्फ और फजीलत में उनके मुशाबे हो. It says that one group says that from the coming of Isa ibn Maryam, what is meant is that it will be somebody coming who has the same who has same virtues and the same status like him. जैसा कि मिसाल के तौर पे अच्छे आदमी को फरिश्ता और शरीर आदमी को शैतान कह दिया जाता है. Then he said that, for example, and by the way, this is the translation of the last passage done by Jamaat Ahmadiyya, which Murabbi is using to prove his point. He says that as for example, a good person is called angel, or a nasty person is called a shaitan. इससे असल मुराद नहीं होती. It is not meant in reality that the good person has become actual angel or the bad guy has become actual devil. It does not mean that. और एक जमात का कहना है कि इनकी रूह ऐसे आदमी में लौटाई जाएगी जिसका नाम ईसा होगा. So one group was saying what? One group was saying, the first group was saying, or at least the one group was saying that it will be somebody else like the status of Isa. And then he says, another group says that it will be the ruh. Listen very carefully. It will be the ruh, the spirit of Isa, which will be sent again in another person who will be like Isa. ये दोनों people, next point very important. ये दोनों ग्रोह किसी ठोस दलील पे कायम नहीं है. Both of these two groups have no solid evidence. What's happening here? Murabbi was making a case. What was the case? He was saying that as Ahmadis believe that it will be somebody else coming as Isa alayhi salam, and then Murabbi was saying that same is the belief of the Muslim scholars of the past, that there had been group who had the same belief. And then he quoted this particular author, and then he was quoting a particular page, and then he himself has given us the translation. But those two groups, please, now we come to the crux of the matter. Those two groups, one group was saying it will be somebody like Isa, and other group was saying that it will be somebody in whom the ruh of Isa will come. And then, are you listening? Author is saying that both of these two groups, in Arabic it says, in Arabic it says, laysa bi shay'in. These two groups, which groups? The one who said that somebody like Isa will come, and the one who said that the ruh of Isa will come in someone. The author is saying, laysa bi shay'in. Both of these two groups are nothing. And they translated that both of these two groups have no solid evidence. And now let's listen the rest of the part, and Murabbi will not read this last bit. What was that? That these two groups who are saying that somebody else as Isa, like Isa will come, or the group who was saying that the ruh of Isa will come in someone, the author is saying that these two groups are baseless. But Murabbi will not tell you this last sentence. The author has declared these groups as baseless.
8वीं सदी हिजरी में तारीफ फरमाते हैं कि एक गिरोह कहता है कि नज़ूल ईसा से मुराद ऐसे शख्स की आमद है जो फजीलत और शर्फ में ईसा अलैहिस्सलाम से मुशाबे हो.
He said that same thing which I have read for you from the bottom, that one group says that from the coming of Isa ibn Maryam, what is meant is it is someone who will come having the status of Isa alayhi salam.
जिस तरह अच्छे आदमी को फरिश्ता और बुरे आदमी को शैतान कह देते
Like we call the good person as a angel and the bad person as a devil.
हैं, और इससे मुराद हकीकतन फरिश्ता और शैतान नहीं होते.
And this does not mean in reality that the good person has become angel or the bad guy has become devil.
बल्कि उनकी मुशाबहत मुराद होती है.
It is only meant to give you the resemblance.
बस अब सोचें कि एक तरफ तो उलमा आपको.
Did you see that? Let me just go back. Go back a bit. Go back a bit.
होती है। बस अब सोचें
Did you see? So Murabbi has quoted from the author that these are the two groups, subhanallah, and skipped. And Murabbi, oh people, I beg to you, Murabbi has done the worst hiding and deception you can ever imagine. You can ever imagine. He was telling about these two groups. Why? Just to prove his point that whatever Ahmadis are saying, it has been said before, but he hid. He was hiding that last two words. Laysa bishay'in. These two groups are baseless. And Murabbi did not read that one.
कि एक तरफ तो उलमा आपको अहमदियों के बारे में गलत क्यों बता रहे हैं।
He said that on the one hand, why the Muslim scholars are telling you wrong about the Ahmadis.
जबकि दूसरी तरफ अहमदियों और उनकी कुतुब, रसाइल और वेबसाइट्स को बैन कर दिया गया है।
And on the other hand, we have banned the books and the magazines of Ahmadiyya,
ताकि हकीकत आप तक ना पहुंच सके।
so you cannot know the reality.
प्यारे दोस्तों,
So that's all. Okay. So there was nothing else in the court. There was nothing else in the court. Now you tell me, if it is not hiding and deception, then what is hiding and deception? I mean, he was trying to prove a point from a particular author, and author himself has said that these two groups are baseless. And guess what? The author has declared that there is another group which is the actual group who is on the truth. And let me show you that according to his own quotation, which group is that, because I don't want to miss that part as well, because this is also important. And inshallah, I end with this one. But can you just make it bigger, please, again? Yeah. So this was the quote. If you can make it a bit more bigger, is it possible, Ahmed Bhai?
Gee, let me try.
Okay, in this last passage, listen again. In this last passage, when the passage has started, Murabbi has not only hidden the last verdict of the author, in which author said that these two groups are baseless. Then which group has the solid evidence? Look at this. It says that فَقَالَ أَكْثَرُهُمْ وَأَحَقُّهُمْ بِالتَّصْدِيقِ هُوَ عِيسَى عَلَيْهِ السَّلَامُ بِعَيْنِهِ يُرَدُّ إِلَى الدُّنْيَا. Subhanallah. The author is saying that those two groups are baseless. Then who is on the foundation? Look at this one. The author is saying majority of the scholars of tafsir said, and this majority is more worthy to be testified. And what did they say? Huwa Isa alayhi salam bi ainihi yuraddu ila dunya. It will be exactly same Isa alayhi salam who will return to this world. So the author has said this thing as first, that this group is the main group, this group is the one who is on the haqq, and this is the right group. And after that, the author has mentioned two other groups which Murabbi was quoting, but Murabbi did two things. Number one, the group which author has declared as the main group on the haqq, he did not mention that. Number two, when the author has declared the other two groups as baseless, he did not read this baseless phrase. You decide, Ahmadis. The case is with you now. Who is deceiving and hiding from the people?